Hello and happy Wednesday. It is time for Coffee and Conversation with Jennifer, Simplicity Coach, and I want to remind you that organizing isn't complicated. Time is sacred and money is a renewable resource. This week's topic is more of a question, and the question is, are you ready to unplug? And I was at the pool this weekend, I think it was this weekend, and I noticed that when moms and even kids, the kids were really in the pool playing, but when the moms weren't watching the kids or feeding the kids or getting them a slushie or whatever, they were on their phone. And I've noticed that so many years before. There's just this natural inclination to grab our phones when we have a moment. And I like people watching, so I love to see what people are doing, watch their mannerisms, really just decode. I'm not that weird, but just kind of decoding what people are doing and thinking. It's really fun. And we are so plugged in. We are plugged in with our phones, we are plugged in with our computers, our laptops, our iPads, our Apple Watches. I don't have one of those things for many reasons. One, there's some studies that link the EMF from that to poor health, so no thank you. And also, I don't really need to see all of that stuff. I don't need to see who's calling me or texting me. I just don't need to be available all the time. It's hard enough to set boundaries on a phone, much less having an Apple Watch and it's, dinging and buzzing. And how annoying is it when you're talking to someone and they do this? It feels like they're checking the time, which is a trigger that they're bored or they're ready to go. But it took me a little while to realize it was their Apple Watch or their Fitbit, and it went off. And we are just so plugged in. We are plugged in with our TVs. So Raymond and I got rid of cable services a long time ago. I don't know, over 5 years ago now at this point. And when we got rid of it, Netflix still came and CDs, I think. I mean, we didn't have it, but I had friends and clients that got Netflix. So TV has changed a lot, a lot since then, and I don't know how it works, and I'm glad I don't know how it works. I want to be the old lady who doesn't know how a Roku or Apple TV or any of that works. I don't want to be that plugged in. And when we're so plugged in, we're scrolling our screens, we're looking at ideas, and some of it can be very fun, some of it can be very innocent, but what it does is it shifts our vibration and it shifts our focus, and it also splits focus. So being so plugged in allows us to think we're getting things done. For example, we are checking our emails or text or Facebook messages while standing in line at the grocery store. Instead of doing that, just stand there and watch people or be present. Look at the gossip magazines. I do that. But we're so plugged in, and by being so plugged in, it splits focus, and it can create, and I'm not making this up, but it can create a lot of internal unhappiness by seeing what other people are doing. And as much as we all try to not allow that to happen, subconsciously it just gets us. And social media does lead to a lot of depression and loneliness. I don't know that they were thinking that was going to happen when they were making it, but it happened. And it also creates a lot of anxiety. So in today's world, 2020, there's a lot going on, and a lot of people have opinions about it, and that's okay. Having an opinion's fine. I can have an opinion, you can have an opinion, but when it's easy to let those opinions fly, and we've forgotten our manners a lot of times behind a keyboard. People type things that they would, I doubt, really say to someone's face. maybe they would think it, but I don't know that they would say it. And what happens when we're so plugged in is our anxiety really starts to go up. So my question is, are you ready to unplug? And if you are, then do you know how? Of course, Jennifer, just turn your phone off. Of course, I just won't check it. What's easier said than done, like most things. And I'm going to give you a homework assignment. So I'm going to give you kind of two ranges, and you can pick which one's best for you. One, which is the more simple homework assignment, is to have a phone-free day this weekend. Sunday is usually the easier of the 2 days, and by phone-free, I mean turning it off. Just turn it off. Put it in the cupboard, put it in the drawer, just leave it there. The other range of the homework assignment would be to have a phone-free weekend. So Friday evenings, you can set the time, 5, 7, whatever. Turn your phone off. Again, put it in the drawer, put it in the cupboard, and then leave it off until Sunday night or Monday morning. And notice how your vibration changes just by unplugging. And notice if you have a tendency to want to check your phone. And that's good when you notice these things, because you realize how plugged in you are. So unplug. Try that out. See how it works. And if you're worried about, oh, someone's not going to be able to get a hold of me, or what if something happens? I hear that a lot. I highly recommend just trying it first, especially just try it on a Sunday. It's unlikely that someone's going to need you that bad. And if they do, like your mom, or if you have a kid who needs to get a hold of you, then you can always give them someone else's number. This really just comes down to boundaries and communication. The world is not going to fall apart if you turn off your phone. I promise you. I grew up during a time when people could only get you by phone that hung on a wall. A cordless phone was a big deal when I was a kid. So the world is not going to stop turning, and it will not fall apart if you turn your phone off. So try it. Unplug. And phone-free weekend, phone-free Sunday, and really try and monitor time on a laptop or time on a computer or an iPad. So if you tend to scroll Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest on something other than your phone, then also try and go device-free on that as well. So just unplugging, notice what brings you joy in real life, not fake life, because it's all fake. I mean, it's curated. That's a better way of putting it. It's curated. So I love you all. I hope you're having a great week. And don't forget, next week, Coffee and Conversation in 3. And let's see, I'll give you a preview. I think I already wrote down the topic. If you have suggestions of anything you want me to talk about, you can always leave it in the comment. Next week's topic is, how can you honor the discontentment? It's going to be a good one. All right, have a good one. See you guys later. Bye.